Conflict management. Conflict is a natural part of team process. It happens when two or more people have interests or goals that appear to be incompatible. This happens in project teams and even between different project stakeholders who may have different needs, ideas, beliefs, values, or understanding about the project. As such, conflict has many causes, and if not managed properly, can cause problems to the project and the organization. Conflict is always perceived as something negative that must be avoided at all costs. There are many misconceptions about conflict that perpetuate its negative connotations. Among them, that conflict is bad and should be avoided, that clashing personalities is the cause for all conflict in teams, and that all conflict can be resolved to everyone's satisfaction. Conflict is normal and is part of the team project environment and interactions, and when it's managed properly, it can even be beneficial to the project. It's better to talk about conflict management than conflict resolution, as some conflicts cannot be fully resolved and the resolution of the conflict will depend on the type of conflict. Conflict is inevitable in a project environment, and there are a variety of sources for conflicts in teams. These include differences in values, beliefs, or goals, interdependencies in tasks, competing for limited resources, high levels of stress, uncertain or incompatible demands, and lack of communication. Among all of these, probably the most important source of conflict is the lack of communication between parties, because many conflicts are the result of misunderstandings and communication breakdowns. Leaders can minimize the level of conflict within and between groups by improving their communication and listening skills. As a project leader, you will be exposed to conflict on a regular basis. Researchers have found that leaders spend about 25% of their time dealing with conflict, and managing conflict has been found to be an important factor in leadership effectiveness. Managing conflict constructively is an important leadership skill, and your ability to manage conflicts will have a direct effect on your success as a leader. Conflict can have positive and negative effects on a team. Conflict can help the team work and operate better by exploring issues in more detail, but it can also lead to emotional problems that can harm the flow of communication amongst the team members and create more conflict. Some benefits of conflict is that fosters the awareness of a problem and encourages the team to explore new approaches. It motivates people to understand issues better and encourage new ideas. Controversies can bring out problems that have been ignored and encourage debate, fosters new ideas, and improves decision making. It's an opportunity for the team to bring to the open the issues and discuss them, and as a result, better decisions are made. When conflict is managed constructively, it stimulates greater team creativity, as long as the team members are willing to participate in the conflict resolution process. Conflict can also have negative effects on a project team by creating strong negative emotions and stress, interfering with communications, task coordination, and diverting the attention from the project goals. It can reduce productivity and decrease collaboration. Conflicts can have an impact on the team cohesion and can damage the social relationships among the team members. Dysfunctional conflicts are those disagreements between individuals that disrupt teamwork and prevent team members from meeting the project goals. So the entire team becomes dysfunctional and no desired results can be produced. Dysfunctional conflict is the unhealthy and destructive disagreement that occurs between groups and individuals. If it is not properly managed, the conflict will result in negative consequences for the project. A conflict is dysfunctional or destructive when it takes attention away from other important activities. It undermines morale, polarizes people and groups, reduces cooperation, and leads to irresponsible and even harmful behavior. A dysfunctional conflict results in a win-lose situation with only one person or group benefiting. Functional conflicts are disagreements that do not significantly affect team performance, so the team remains functional and is able to produce the desired results. Functional conflict is the healthy, constructive disagreement between groups or individuals, and when managed effectively, it can bring positive effects. A conflict is functional or constructive when it results in clarification of important problems and issues, results in solutions to problems, involves people in resolving issues that are important to them, creates authentic communication, when it helps release emotions, anxiety, stress, and builds cooperation among team members. A functional conflict results in a win-win situation with both persons and groups benefiting. Not conflict is bad or should be treated as something to avoid, as many project managers often believe and try to minimize or avoid conflict. Some level of conflict might help improve innovation and performance in the team. When properly managed, it can help team productivity. The challenge for the project leader is to transform conflict into opportunity. Some level of conflict is actually desirable. When conflict exists, it generally indicates commitment to the project goals because the team members are trying to come up with the best solution. A successful team is one that can disagree with respect for each other's perspective. Your job as a leader is to assure that respect and a safe space exist for constructive disagreement. A moderate amount of conflict can actually be a healthy and necessary part of project life. The impact of too much or too little conflict can disrupt performance. If conflict is too low, then performance is low. If conflict is too high, then performance also tends to be low. The goal is to hold conflict levels in the middle of this range. While it might seem strange to want a particular level of conflict, a medium level of functional conflict is often viewed as optimal because it represents a situation in which a healthy debate of ideas can take place.